Greetings, YouTube. Videos like these are always controversial because there are two extremes to every compensation video. One states that compensation is something that we just shouldn't get. Bugs are going to happen, mistakes are going to happen. It's part of the game. Stop whining and either play the game or delete the app. I think that's an extreme argument, but I don't want to say a lot of people, but some people always make it in every video. I see this every time I talk about compensation for 5 years. And then there's the other extreme, which is no matter what compensation we get, people are always upset and think it's not enough. And I also think that that is an unhealthy perspective because in the end, something's better than nothing. And I know that might sound like I'm being too generous in terms of perspective with Kabam, but I've learned over the years to temper my expectations because this company has a track record of not wanting to give compensation in ways that most other games and even originally the original owners of this game used to give years and years and years ago. It feels like it was 30 years ago at this point. So we now know that there are so many visual bugs and glitches regarding not only the final boss with the traps, but also in general, just phasing champs and other champs. And my man, BR513, hit me up this week because this cost him so many units and so much patience that he sent me kind of a detailed description of how he was affected. So it said, the visual bug regarding 8.1 traps, phase mechanics, etc. is now also affecting my Immortal Abomination visual with the acid burn as well. He said, 8.1 has cost me so many items and units because of this bug. Kitty was also stuck in her invisibility after throwing her special 2, but not phasing at all prior to that. It's so incredibly weird and frustrating for this summoner. So with the acid bug, I'm going to hide my webcam so you can see the full. Here we go. So, and it does appear that there might be some lag. Some of you have reported that too. Okay, so that was an example of the visual glitch, but it didn't actually show the bug. I'm excited to use my Immortal Abomination on different bosses, though the Red Skull boss is pretty straightforward. All right, so here you can see his showcase of the Kitty Pryde bug. Kabam has acknowledged that they're aware of this, by the way, but there's a difference between being aware and giving compensation. And maybe it's too early to give compensation, and maybe it's tough given the issues that are affecting players. But people like this that have reported, and I do believe this is not a summoner that hits me up every week or month complaining about the game. This is one of those people that when they reach out, it's rare, especially to complain about the game. So if they do, I really know it's a serious issue. But when you have so many items and units because of a bug, it is a problem. And here you have another example of this against Wolverine. And then a video to support the claims as well. Yeah, let's check out the video. So there's the phasing, but at the same time, she's not really going invisible, and then that creates a chance to be countered. Then you fire off a special 2, and now suddenly she's invisible. So, had she been invisible when Wolverine fired off that special, she would not have gotten hit, right? And so that would have allowed the chance for her to not lose health. Now, in this case, he's not lost the fight, so it was like a one-hit mistake, but maybe with some different RNG, some bleeds would have been applied to that. But it appears that it took until the special 2 for her to visually and literally have her full utility in effect. And once that happens, you can see he's doing the Kitty Pryde thing and just dashing back and forth, and then he still gets knocked out. Now, was that knockout a visual bug, or was that just a mistake the summoner made? Let me know in the comments, you Kitty Pryde players, because, I don't use her enough. All right, here is a Falcon example of a bug that he wanted highlighted. And okay, so locked on expires. That's nothing new. Locked on timer is about to reset. It just reset. He's holding block. Locked on. I don't really see if there's any visual bugs in this, unless I'm just missing something. I don't think so. But I did play the video, bud. So, there you go. Oh, and then another. Well. I think we covered the phasing, so, this is really the important part of this video. And maybe he hit me up for 2 separate videos. Either way, I do think there should be some compensation involved in this. Now, it's tough to determine what it is. So I'm just going to ask the question in this video. Should there be compensation with the phasing visual glitch issue? And if so, what should it be? And try to be fair. Again, don't be one of the extremes that says no. I mean, if you think it's no, be respectful, but that's fine. But it shouldn't be no because there should never be compensation. I just think that's a really tone-deaf perspective, to be honest. I'm not trying to insult you, just my perspective. But then, we've got people who were joking last night in the live stream that it should be a 6-star class-based Nexus and 206 stones. Yeah, good luck with that. Thanks for watching. Thanks for all the feedback, Mr. BR513. Have a good one.